Our world is beautiful, is it not? Especially from up here. But let's take a step back and dive in and look beyond the surface. What will we find? Beautiful creatures, to beautiful lands, beautiful sceneries, from growing lilies to beautiful cities. But I wonder, what's really going on in our society? Are we prepared for what's coming?
This is the captain. Brace for impact.
The World Health Organization has now confirmed what many epidemiologists have been saying for weeks. The coronavirus is
now to
a
growing
pandemic.
concerns about the deadly
more than
coronavirus officially hitting the U.S.
in 114 countries.
Overnight unrest across America. The death of George Floyd in police custody, sparking new protests nationwide. Here in the nation's capital, violence taking place
to unleash
just
the full
steps
power
from
of the
the White
federal
House.
government of this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency.
On this channel, we'll be talking about a lot of
Bro, you got him down, man. That is breathe leaf, man.
My friends, the information that you are about to witness from all of my years of research is the most important.
We begin in the Middle East, where both Israeli forces and Palestinian militants have stepped up their attacks in the worst fighting seen in years, and is warning a full-scale war could break out. What efforts are being made to prevent that?
It's a 13-story building collapsed. It's not clear how many people were in it at the time. It is a residential block. The Israelis had earlier said that they were which, for Israel, will move this conflict onto a different level. Targeting militants in there.
But I wonder if we can go back and reverse the impact. Could we save our planet from destruction? Could we save millions by exposing the truth?
Overnight unrest across America. The death of George Floyd in police custody, sparking new protests nationwide. Here in the nation's capital, violence taking place just steps from the White House.
The anxiety in America right now is spilling out into the streets. Watch.
From New York to Chicago to Las Vegas. Protesters on both sides of the political divide took to the streets Wednesday. Some people are angered by President Trump's declaration that he already had the votes to win before all the votes had even been counted.
But why is it that people are so willing to believe in these global conspiracies? Why are they so suspicious of institutions? What is that saying about the society on a larger level that people are so fearful and suspicious of their own government?
This is a major fraud in our nation. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election. count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us. If you count the votes.
Okay. What substantial allegations? If they've seen any, why can't they share? Or is this more proof of why Trump not only lost, but was impeached for abusing the power that you gave him?
Iran's leaders have promised to retaliate after the assassination of the country's top nuclear scientist. President Hassan Rouhani blamed Israel for the killing. Israel has stayed silent. It had previously accused Mohsen Fakhrizadeh of being behind a secret nuclear weapons program. Our correspondent Paul Adams has more.
Folks, the people of this nation have spoken. They've delivered us a clear victory, a convincing victory, a victory for we the people. We've won with the most votes ever cast on a presidential ticket in the history of the nation. 74 million. I sought this office to restore the soul of America, to rebuild the backbone of this nation, the middle class, and to make America respected around the world again. It's time to put away the harsh rhetoric, lower the temperature, see each other again, listen to each other again. And to make progress, we have to stop treating our opponents as our enemies. They are not our enemies, they are Americans. They're Americans. I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify. Who doesn't see red states and blue states, only sees the United States.
A growing number of Republicans have come out in support of Biden receiving the intelligence briefings traditionally afforded to president-elects, but few have spoken forcefully about Trump's refusal to accept the election results or denounced his false statements about the election being rigged or questioned why he hasn't provided evidence to back his claims. President Trump's actions have the potential to affect this country long after he leaves office and will likely make it harder for Joe Biden to bring this nation together as he has pledged, which Martha Raddatz saw firsthand.
While the president-elect has been calling for unity,
this election is over. It's time to put aside the partisanship and the rhetoric that designed to demonize one another.
It's not going to be easy as the president refuses to concede and continues to inflame his 70 million plus voters with the false message that the election was rigged.
I will never accept Joe Biden as president. I mean, if that's your question, that's my answer. I just don't believe that he's right for our country.
You think Donald Trump has won?
Absolutely, I do. I mean, for me to believe that Joe Biden got 78 million votes, got the most votes of any president ever in the history of voting, I find that very hard to believe.
It's never going to be accepted. It's never going to be accepted.
So if the evidence supported the claims of fraud, then the court and the judge would see that, and they haven't so far. So, I mean, just because the president tweets it or says it at a podium doesn't make it true. You can't speak facts into existence.
But he worries Kerry and many other Trump supporters will never be swayed by Biden.
Can he bring the country together? I think he can do a heck of a lot better job at it than the current president is doing, for sure. But one man's not going to heal this country. There's just too much divide. If the 70 million people that voted for Donald Trump don't come to grasp with the fact that this election was legitimate, and they don't accept it, I don't know how we're going to be able to, heal that divide.
Back in September.
I believe with every fiber in my being that there are simple core values and beliefs that should bring us together as Americans. One of them is standing together against hate, against racism, the ugly poison that has long haunted and plagued our nation. All of this hate hides in plain sight. It hides in plain sight. And too often, it is met with silence. Silence by the media, silence by our politics, and silence by our history.
I will not be silent. Will you be silent? Or will you stand up for the truth? For the truth will set you free.